Yeah, they're a real threat, but I don't see them unseating the Patriots in terms of what the Patriots have done this offseason with Brandon Cooks, Stephen Gilmore, now adding David Harris. They've put together an NFL super team. They just won a Super Bowl. You know, I think it's nice what the Raiders did in the draft, going heavy on defense and now wrapping things up with Derek Carr and adding Marshawn Lynch. But Patriots are still the favorite.
I agree. Oakland's in a really tough division. I mean, you got to go. Andy Reid's terrific.
Denver.
think Denver's obviously incredibly well run. So I think the one thing I'll say is if you have a star quarterback, and this kid's a star, and you have a good O-line, and they do, if you look at the 5 teams in the league that have that, star quarterback, good O-line, New England, Green Bay, Dallas, Oakland, Pittsburgh, those are Super Bowl contenders. Now, Seattle does it with defense and a quarterback and a weak O-line. But by and large, franchise quarterback, good O-line, that's the magic. I mean, defense is great, but if you have those two, you're a viable Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
They can score. It's a young team that can score. I actually think they are really a credible threat to them. I really think you better pay attention to this team. This team is the type that's built to beat the Patriots. You talk about the tough division. I think it's kind of like it was in the AFC North forever.
My goodness.
You get, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And these guys need to do that to play at that next level versus the Patriots and how that defense, you touched on it with that you said they got some more pieces to the back end of their defense. That's going to help them. They can rush the passer, and that's what gives New England's problems. Now, on offense, those youngsters are growing up. They're playing well, scoring. They can put it in the end zone, but they can get to the quarterback on defense, and that's how you beat New England.
Yeah, when you think about, like, knowing Jack Del Rio's mentality, I think the question you got to ask is, you add Marshawn Lynch to that. That's a mentality. That's what you're bringing to that offensive side. Great talent all the way around. You know, you're talking about Carr, that young boy, that receiver, my goodness.
Amari
Cooper's just dynamic. Khalil Mack. And then you think about the struggles that they had on the back end of the defensive side of the ball, because that's where the biggest problems was for this team, right? Can you stop people? Because the Raiders always had to outscore everybody, right, to do that. So now you're talking about beating New England. You're going to have a very mature defense to beat New England, because Carr won't be on the field when Brady's on the field.
Right.
And that's where you talk about if Carr has the ability, or the Raiders have the ability to dethrone them, then defensively, that mentality of playing against a chess match against Tom Brady, that's where that game is going to come down to.
Ray, could we just enter it into the record, you hate the Patriots, so that was probably a biased take there. Look, the Patriots, look, and I understand, the Raiders have made some nice moves and they got some young people. Ray hates the Patriots. But you got to be able to get stops. Again, we just saw, we're betting a lot on youth on the defensive side.
That's what I mean, and that's my exact point. You talk about playing against the Patriots. You keep saying I hate the Patriots.
You do hate.
I do not hate the Patriots, but if they put on a uniform,
you do hate it.
I don't like the uniform.
It's okay, Ray. It's okay. You can tell the truth.
To not like the uniform.
Just tell the truth Thursday. You can do it. You don't like the Patriots.
No, but
all right.
But I'm telling you, man, like I said, Jack, add Marshawn. That's a mentality, right? If he comes,
he ain't played in a year.
But which is my next statement is, does he come back with the same pop? Right? Because the game is a little bit different. ED knows this. You take a year out of this game, the game is faster. So now maybe it takes him 2-3 games before he gets that pump back, like the beast. He's all back again. But you're talking about defensively, Khalil Mack has to now only not be a superstar. He has to get everybody else to buy in. Because before you get to that big game against Tom Brady, you got to get out of the AFC West.
Let's be honest about this. Everybody that New England faces would probably have to play in New England. So Brady, Belichick, Cole, New England.
Yeah.
They're going to be favored against everybody. The question is, are they a serious threat?
Well, you know what? Oakland had the #1 seed last year. They don't necessarily have to play in New England, okay? I'm telling you, don't sleep on them. That's all
but here's where I do think, and I'll quit joking with Ray, the way to beat the Patriots, though, is on the defensive side of the ball.
To hit Tom Brady in the beat.
It's great that Derek Carr got all this money. It's great they've added Marshawn Lynch. But if you don't touch Tom Brady,
you got to beat Brady,
turn him over a couple times, you really got to.
Or you make the mistake and turn the ball over and put him back on the field in the fourth quarter with the last drive, you go home.